Hey, this is Ramon with Smart Hustle Magazine. We're at Icon 17 in beautiful Phoenix, Arizona. And this is Infusionsoft's user conference and more for all things digital marketing and more. And who are you, and who are you, and who do you work with?
I'm Lonnie Rollins.
Hey, Lonnie. And what's the name of your company?
Socially Posted.
Okay, this is y'all company. Socially Posted. And what's your name?
My name is Tracie Rollins, and I'm also with Socially Posted.
Absolutely. And what is Socially Posted? I can guess, but Tracie, why don't you tell me in a nutshell what is Socially Posted? What do y'all do?
Sure. Socially Posted is a VA service where we basically post on our clients' behalf. So for small businesses, it takes the pressure off them when it comes to social media. So we do everything for them, from posting on Pinterest all the way to managing their Facebook groups.
I like it. So that means, Lonnie, if I don't know how to spell hashtag and I don't know what it is, that means you guys can figure that out for me?
Exactly. Yeah, we're definitely going to cover all that.
And give me some, Lonnie, I'll turn to you. Lonnie, what are some of the best practices? I mean, social media is a big topic. We all talk about social media, Pinterest, Twitter, blah, 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 blah. So give me some high-level thoughts. Somebody starting out with social media. This, to some of us, which is easy to use, to some of us is complicated. What are some things you found talking to your clients that everybody should know, especially from Socially Posted?
Fairly, it's a 80-20 rule. Okay. So you want to, 80% of the time, you want to share stuff that's helping educate them and giving them freely. 20% is when you're actually sharing stuff about your company.
Got it. So you're saying it's not just jamming sales to them. You're saying if I'm the local lawnmower company, landscaping company. I don't just say buy landscaping. You're saying put ideas about how to turn weeds to something else.
Yeah, tips, guidance, best practices that can help them, and then along the way you kind of show yourself as the expert and sell them on the services that you do provide.
Got it. So Tracie, you're doing that. You're providing this great content, and then but Tracie, Miss Rollins, I need to make money. Yeah. It's cute to post cute content all day, and I can post a picture of my dandelion. Ooh, look at my kids blowing. How do I make money, or is that am I not supposed to make money? Is that not a fair question?
You absolutely need to make money. The only reason why you're doing social media is to get those conversions. And so for me, it's about building that relationship with my customers. And so some of the things that we do are post to Facebook groups where you create a community that will basically buy anything that you sell. Like I have a community now that if I post in, something on the community board, they're going to buy it right away.
Because of the content you did first. That's the path.
The content, the free things that I provide for them, all that nurturing and relationship that we do, we create the sense of community. And for some of our groups, our small businesses are authoritative. So basically, if they say something, people are like, I'm going to buy right away.
It's almost like me. If I say how to cut your hair, or I guess me and you, people will go to our barber.
Exactly. Same barber.
Okay. Let's talk about the aspect of when to know, Lonnie, to hire someone. I think for many small businesses, once they get it, they can go to YouTube, read some things. Many probably can do it themselves to a degree, but there's a huge, big market. I use people that can help do this for you as Socially Posted. Socially Posted does. So when do you know that stepping stone, that not barrier, but the bridge between, hey, doing it myself, or it's probably time to plunk down some money and investment and hire a company like yourselves to do it? How do you know, Lonnie, how do you guide your clients when it's time to make that jump?
Well, fair enough. On that perspective, it's when they're getting really busy and they're working more on trying to market their business, and they're not getting actual opportunities to grow their business. And so that's when we step in and kind of take that burden off of them so they can focus on their native genius and get their business going.
So it's like 3 o'clock in the morning, they're on TweetDeck. Yeah. The next day it's 2 o'clock in the morning, they're frustrated, they're not dealing with the growth. That's when you're saying it's probably time to call a company.
Or personally, they need to deal with their people if they've got human capital. But that's the time that they need to step off of their marketing platform and kind of help grow it with our business and our services.
Absolutely.
And can I add just really quickly, because the thing about social media is when people get into it, it's almost like this whirlpool that just sucks them in. And so business owners and regular people will sit there and spend hours and hours, and before you know it, you spent 3 hours in social media and not focused on your business, but you're reading everybody else's post. And that's really not that's why you hire somebody. You hire somebody because we don't care about, your best friend. What I care about is posting on your behalf. And so I'm in there, we get our stuff done, and we're out. So,
no, it's a valuable service. And then another thing, Tracie, and then I want to turn to a business you have and see how it works with Socially Posted. But let's talk about, have you ever guys done interviews where the question just escaped you? I'm having that moment. Yes. The question is, how do you pick a company to work with? There's a lot of companies out there. Socially Posted, I know, is the best, but there's a lot of companies out there. So how do you find the company that's a right fit for you? Because I have invested some money and the results have not been good, have been good. Maybe some of it wasn't me, but it's a broad question, Tracie, but just talk about the aspect. How do I find one? How do I know if they're working for me? Where do I start?
So you want to find someone with expertise first that actually knows what they're doing. Everybody these days seems to be a social media guru or consultant. Just because you know how to post on Facebook doesn't mean you're a social media guru. Facebook changes every single day. So you need someone who's experienced, and you need somebody who stays atop of the trends. And that's what we do. So then you also need someone who's really reliable, right? So you want to find someone that you can pick up the phone or you can send an email and they're going to get it done for you right away. So it's just about finding that relationship with people, that are really going to do what you want them to do. You want to find a company that truly cares about your business and understands what it's like to be a small business. That's why we have small businesses underneath our business, because we practice everything we do before we give it to another client. We have what we call them our sandboxes, and we play in our sandbox until we get it right, and that's when we can execute for the client.
And so let's talk about your company or your ministry. You can describe it. Yeah, what is it, and how does it work? And I think you've used some of the own principles in that company. Help us understand that, and then Lony, please add more to that. Sure.
Yeah, so I just launched this brand. It's called Bible Journaling Ministries, and it helps people learn how to color in their Bibles. And what that does with them, it allows them to bring scripture into the creative space. And when you add those two together, your relationship with God, and you can grow more creatively in your relationship with God. And so that's the premise of this business I started back in October. Well,
Congratulations.
Thank you. It's like really, really new. But, and so that was started off as one of our sandboxes where I was trying to figure out, okay, well, if I launch a Facebook group, what does that do? Right? So I launched a Facebook group for that business at the end of January. It was like January 28th. And today is April 17th or something? And it's already at almost 4,000 people today. It is viral. It is just because I'm connecting with the audience, right? And so basically what we do for them is we provide valuable, tutorials that helps them understand how to do the actual Bible journaling. And then I have an affiliate piece as well. So that anytime I say, hey, there's a new kit out, you guys need to buy it, then I can make those commissions off of that. But really the value for me is that I've had people in the group actually come to the Lord. So the purpose of the business is being fulfilled, and then it's helping grow the ministry with the funding that I get from the affiliate stuff, and eventually the books and things that come through that, the DVDs, etc.
On stage, me not being able to call you anymore. I call Lony, I call Tracie. Sorry, talk to our secretary and on and on.
Exactly. So for that business, we have 4 of the socially posted services. We have the Pinterest post, which I have one of our VAs goes in and posts everything on Pinterest for it. Then I have the Instagram one where someone does all the Instagram. And then I have the Facebook group and then the Facebook posts. So there are 4 different services running on that, and every one of those is like $100 a month. So it's a really great service, and then I don't have to do it, so I can just work on everything else that I have to do.
Which is what you said.
Which is a lot.
Exactly. It's a ton.
So it saves so much off of my plate, but then I don't have to worry about going in, especially with the Facebook group girl that does that work. She goes in, she approves everybody, she makes sure there's no spam, she makes sure she deletes all the links. It's just, and I don't have to do it. I can be here at Icon learning and growing and meeting new people.
Yeah.
Right.
And Lony, you've already said this, but I want to underline it. It seems like what you said, you have a Facebook group. Going back to the content, this is a form of content. And we don't have time to dive into everything, but you have a Facebook group, you have content, you have trust, and then driving them to a sale. Am I repeating what I'm hearing of what you started out by saying?
Yeah, you're spot on. So that's the idea, is the content's going to kind of push them towards the type of conversion that you want to have. So within the group, we want them to continue to consume the content. We have courses, free courses that they need to follow up with. That's the idea with that Facebook group.
Tracie, one more time, what's your names, the name of your company, and the website, and how can people, and what's the best way for people to reach you?
Mm-hmm. My name is Tracie Rollins, and this is Lony Rollins, and we're at sociallyposted.com.
Great. Thank you very much, and I'm Ramon Ray with Smart Hustle Magazine at Icon 17. Again, I'm Ramon with Smart Hustle Magazine.